where we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of division and hatred. A moment when we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of misogyny and racism.
Since her partner thought it would be a good idea to perform at the Trump inauguration, Ashanti has been battling for her life. He has been under fire from both fans and industry insiders who have criticized him for being a cowardly sellout who is incapable of handling business. Singer Janelle Monáe attacked him severely on stage for betraying his own people just when we believed the criticism was beginning to lessen and that everyone was moving on. Since Ashanti does not fool around with her husband, it appears like a fight between the two women is about to start. Nelly's wife, Ashanti, does not seem to like Janelle approaching her in that manner. As you are all aware, Nelly has been the target of harsh criticism ever since it was made public that he had consented to play at Trump's inauguration. Country music icon Carrie Underwood, opera singer Christopher Macchio, national anthem singer Lee Greenwood, and legendary performers Billy Ray Cyrus and the Village People were among the many well-known performers on the event's lineup. Given his long-standing public support for Trump, Kid Rock's appearance was not shocking, but many were taken aback by Snoop Dogg and Nelly participation, while everyone in the lineup started talking. However, Nelly's choice to play at Trump's inauguration elevated the situation. For many, it was more than a job. It was perceived as a blatant support for a president whose words and policies had drawn harsh criticism, especially from the Black community. Almost immediately, conjecture was rampant. While some speculated that Nelly was broke and had no choice but to accept the payment, others wondered if he had been a Republican in secret all along. Nelly responded to the controversy in a short amount of time. To clear the air and put an end to the reports of financial difficulties, he joined Willie D on a live chat. He said that a paycheck had nothing to do with his performance. Fans were not buying this and brushed it off as bullshit. Instead, he justified his choice by highlighting his love for the nation and his respect for the presidency, regardless of who held it.
Out of respect, they give their life for the love of this country. I love this country as well. It is an honor for me to perform for the president of the United States, regardless of who was in office. If President Biden would have asked me to perform, I would have performed. If Vice President Kamala Harris would have won and asked me to perform, I would have performed. I did a thing with Vice President Kamala Harris. Could have been last year, a year or two ago, a Juneteenth event. I respect the office. It wasn't politics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was an honor for me to do it.
Considering the backlash that you've received for agreeing to this performance, right?
But I've been getting backlash. I've been getting backlash my whole career. That don't bother me.
But this particular backlash is different. Right. How do you reconcile your artistic choices with the diverse political beliefs of your fan base?
That's my fan base. If my fan base really have a political belief, right? Here's the thing. Like, I agree in family first. I believe in family first. Period. Family before politics. Family above.
Nelly reaffirmed his position, claiming that politics had no bearing on his choice. He saw his performance at the inauguration as a celebration of the office and the nation, not a support of Trump personally. Once more, though, a lot of his fans were not purchasing his goods. His attendance at the inauguration helped normalize an administration that had intentionally harmed minority communities. So many fans did not care if he acknowledged it or not. Additionally, he was accused by admirers of voluntarily ruining his reputation in order to gain some attention.
Money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever.
What do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist. And here's
that last bit got him dragged for dirt. So Chow should have just stopped talking. He was quickly called out by fans who said he had abandoned his Black supporters for the sake of a little exposure. His alleged patriotism soon gave way to the question of whether he was really interested in making money. And let us face it, Nelly's career has been extremely successful. He ought to be living nicely even if he was not stacking checks as he formerly did. Kelly Rowland, for instance, made her position known when she forbade Nelly from singing their hit song, Dilemma, during the inauguration. Kelly proudly supported the Democrats in the most recent election, so this should not come as a surprise.
Where we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of division and hatred. A moment when we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of misogyny and racism.
We are not, therefore, Nelly should have realized that she could never have approved of him singing the song because it would have appeared that she was supporting his behavior. It was not just Kelly who voiced her opinion. Comedian D.L. Hughley also had something to say. Hughley used Instagram to write about his thoughts. Wow, that's what we doing. Trump prompting up white supremacy isn't just in his past, Nelly. It's who he still is today. This man called Daniel Penny a hero. He still stands behind his opinion of the exonerated 5. Haitian people eating the dogs. They're eating the pets. That was months ago. He doubled down on it. Multiple people on his staff said he uses the N-word. Come on, bruh. Sometimes it's better to say nothing. Additionally, DL made fun of Snoop Dogg, reminding everyone that he had already asked for this type of move out years prior. He made it very evident that he had not altered his mind when he shared an old video of himself asking what sort of respectable black performer would ever play for Trump.
Nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass is gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the one of you Uncle Tom ass for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? I was the one that's
He continued by writing, for those who keep asking, he performed last night, so he's not going to pull a stunt on a stage and say something bad about Trump. This is done. I'm sure he's been paid. He's got his money and he's walked away. And if you don't believe this is true, just Google Snoop Dogg performing for Trump. It's literally that easy. There are 2 images in my stories of him performing last night. This was in 2016 and it just makes me sad. What happened? What is that orange vat of grease promising these artists? And it's not like just the left is mad at Snoop. Nelly Rick Rawls' Soldier Boy, MAGA, is mad at him for performing as well. This is the most bipartisan stuff I've ever seen. If we could get this much community together to fight for sensible, bleak legislation and to pizza off the internet, imagine how strong we would be. He continued by pointing out how the administration was using Snoop and Nelly as weapons against their own people. He stated, so no Waka Flocka, no Kodak Black, no Lil Pump, none of them show them the genuine boss ninjas got asked to perform. I'll tell you why. Just so you know, all of those artists have sided with the Trump administration. In the caption, DL continued to express his ideas by writing, you want to know why no Waka Flocka, no Kodak Black, no Lil Pump? Because they already served their purpose and they don't move the needle. It wouldn't make ways for them to perform because they've been sold out. He continues, they want someone that won't scare the white folks. How many black folks did you see in that audience? There's a reason why some of us were in the house while most of us were in the field. Power. It says something when you can make a man who spoke out against anyone willing to perform for you go against his own words and put on a show for you. One of the biggest flexes ever. I guess the price was right. He was only made worse off by Nelly's constant tirades, which is likely why Janelle Monáe attacked him during a Grammys after-party performance.
forms.
Fans, however, have commented and are fully behind her. She's always been outspoken and bad. A. The industry needs more like her. Drag that man again for me, Janelle. Ashanti saying, B. Ashanti will smack you the F off that tightrope. Keep playing. Nelly did himself a favor with this one, child, but do share your thoughts with me. Please share your opinions in the comments section, then watch the following video.